Now to our series this week on returning safely back to school. Parents are concerned that the forced move to virtual learning will leave some students behind. And that's because not every family has access to the technology needed for school at home.
And our ABC 10 News reporter Adam Mercusen has been checking with our biggest school districts to find out how they are working to close the gap.
When kids walked out of the classroom back in March, many didn't think the term distance learning would still be a thing in the fall. Yet, here we are, with most schools in the state preparing to start the year virtually.
For some people, they may find it challenging. I find it, in my situation, impossible.
Frank Powell is a father of 3. His oldest is 11 and has special needs. He says they haven't logged on at all this summer.
It's good for some, but I think for some it's impossible, and for the others who are involved, it's going to be extremely challenging.
Back in March, the headlines about distance learning were frightening. This Los Angeles Times headline read 15,000 LA high school students are AWOL online. 40,000 fail to check in daily amid coronavirus closures. An LA Unified spokesperson sent us this updated graphic showing the change in the number of students who logged on to one of the district's instructional platforms. At the state's second largest school district, San Diego Unified, a district spokesperson says at the end of May, nearly 98% of students had logged on since they began measuring that statistic at the start of April. At the Poway Unified School District, elementary, middle, and high school participation ranged between 98 and 99%. An initial struggle, technology. It's something districts across the state are shoring up.
Having the ability to have a device handy certainly does allow us to continue learning to the best degree possible.
But even with the right tools, will kids log in to participate?
The first week back that the students came back, I had 85% of my kids showing up. The next week, it was half of that.
Jessica Davis was an advanced placement teacher in San Diego County. She says she experienced challenges with student motivation and accessibility, but does believe virtual learning can work.
I don't think it's ever going to be what we can accomplish in the classroom, but I do believe it can be effective.
Adam Mercusen, ABC 10 News.
New state laws require schools to have defined levels of support for students who miss distance learning for significant amounts of time. And we have more resources for you on the state guidance and how to support your children during this distance learning pandemic. Head to 10news.com and click on the rebound. And we also know many of you have questions about how to navigate the upcoming school year with your children at home. So tomorrow, we're going to be joined by parent coach Lisa Smith. She will talk about how to calm chaos when it erupts. Join us at 9:30 in the morning for the conversation on the ABC 10 News Facebook page. You can send your questions to tips@10news.com.